Yo, I know I said the Dahmer review was going to come out later today, but I realized I kind of need to get some videos out because I'm going to be studying a lot for calc tomorrow. So I decided, let's just get this video out there. Episode 2 of the Dahmer Netflix series, Please Don't Go, is has been watched, and I'm going to review it for you guys. I might watch one every night. You never know. I might. Who knows? But Dahmer episode 2 recap. Let's go. Let's get into it. Shout out to the Decider because they've provided an article for me to read off of and give you guys some thoughts. The Runaway. There's no point in beating around the bush when it comes to recounting the story of Jeffrey Dahmer. No percentage in soft pedaling the nightmare. They're not going to sugarcoat anything. This Netflix series is showing Alright, we have reconnected. Hopefully, you guys probably didn't hear that first part at all, but whatever. So, Netflix is not, the creators of the show is not sugarcoating the series in any way. That's something we should be aware of. The second episode of this show centers on the most infamous incident in the story of arguably this country's most notorious serial killer. One of the most famous, one of the most iconic. Not in a good way either. Let's put that out there. It entails the murder of a 14-year-old Lao kid, Konarak Synthasomphone. I can't say his last name. Sorry, guys. He's played by Kieran Tamondon, whom Dahmer picks up in the process of buying Boone's farm, specifically. And it's really heartbreaking to see a 14-year-old ask for beer from a guy that's in his 20s. I think at the time, actually, he was in his damn 30s, I want to say. I think it was 1991 when this murder took place. It turns out Konarak is the older brother of a kid Dahmer had previously molested. Dahmer doesn't recognize Konarak, but Konarak sure recognizes him because he was in the papers, he was in the news, all that stuff for what he did to his brother, so obviously the kid has something to say about him. This doesn't stop Konarak from following Jeff back to his apartment, and you watch this, and as an audience, obviously this kid doesn't know what Jeffrey Dahmer's about to do to him and to what extent he's going to do it, but as an audience, we're looking at this why logically, as a 14-year-old, a guy double your age, why would you go to his apartment and drink beer with him and get drunk with him? That's just not, I don't know, man. I guess it was the 90s, people weren't that self-aware, and after Dahmer happened, after these serial killings happened, I'm sure people became more socially aware, and there were a lot of lessons to be learned out of this situation. But I guess at the time, this kid's like, all right, I can have some beer. He bought it from me. Let's go to his house. He said he's paying me money as well. Let's go. And you're a damn 14-year-old. Take some pictures. At 14, you can only assume what the fuck he's going to do with these pictures. Why? Jeff offers him $100 for the photos, and his family needs the money. He's a very poor kid. Jeff lives in a very poor neighborhood. Obviously, he's not that poor himself, but he uses this marketing ploy to get people to go to his apartment and take pictures. All right. In short order, Konarak is drugged. Obviously, he probably slipped some stuff in his beer to speed up the process. A hole is drilled into his skull, and we look at the beginning of the episode, and it shows him studying. His dad talking about studying frogs in biology class. When you drill a hole in someone's brain and you hit the right spot of the brain, it's like a sick experiment he did. I don't know. It's kind of strange.